Thunderstorm. Okay. I'm good for a good thunderstorm. Oh, words! Point advice. Every time a thunder strikes, Mario will be hurt unless he protects himself by crouching. Pro tip, actually not needed, Mario can grab vines, nets, or ropes while he is in the duck state. That is a convenient thing to know. Okay, this has promise. Like, this actually seems interesting. I did judge a contest that used a lightning gimmick forever ago, and that one was somewhat nightmarish. You had to escort a key through the entire level, which I think was actually an auto-scroller, too. I wasn't as good at key juggling as I was, and it was overly long compared to many of the other levels. It's one of those 24-hour contests I judged back in the day. The nice thing about Mario is you don't need to be grounded to be in a duck state. So, like... Oh, I messed up horribly. It doesn't actually matter. Palette evolution. Didn't I have a mushroom? That wasn't smart. If it's not red, it's not a barn. Yeah, this works for me. I don't dislike this so far. Like, the last few levels didn't really have any, like, chocolate gimmick, which is kind of the impetus for this contest in a way. Like, you don't have to do your own ASM work. You can glom things together, but as long as it's kind of interesting. The thing is, you're not required to bring ASM to the table, but it sure helps. In essence, this is, you know, at least to some extent, a coder's contest. Yeah, I could just do that. I don't know why I was doing it the hard way. I am so smart. I do like that there's an audio cue as well as a visual one. That was one of the things that bugged me about that other lightning level, was that I needed to be looking in the upper left-hand corner, which is fairly far away from where I'm looking. Like, if you were to put together a good, like, set, like, a small set of things to build your own little gimmick together, right? The full graphical freedom was a bigger pull in this contest? I mean, I would say in general, from what I've played, an awful lot of the winners have been things that have been interesting spectacle. Graphics can certainly help, but, like, interesting level design and use of the gimmick definitely trumps that. Especially considering last CLDC's winner was, who was it? I know the name, it's on the tip of my tongue. The dude who did the weird extended sprites hack. I'll say his name starts with G-Breeze? I think that was G-Breeze. And it was basically a prototype of the extended sprites hack in a non-Kaizo context, and it was beautiful. And I don't really think it used much in the way of, like, custom graphics stuff. It just had a really, really smart gimmick. But it is, I can acknowledge, like, building your own boss or something is a lot more difficult for an awful lot of people on SMW Central than others. Like, Daizo can always go and build himself a newish boss because, well, Daizo knows how to write assembly. Other people, not so much. I don't think I'll ever see Luis... Why am I doing that? Building his own boss. Maybe one day, who knows. But... I should have just jumped. But what's important is that your gimmick makes the level more interesting, right? If it doesn't do that, then what's the point of the gimmick? And I'll point out that in the rubric, graphics is only 10 points out of 100. Like, level design and creativity trump that to a fair extent. Like, it's quite clear that even beyond what I care about, it's pretty evident that what the people running the contest care about is creatively used things. Now, don't get me wrong, you could theoretically win with a level made entirely of concrete blocks, having found some wacky OLDC-style gimmick, but the odds are kind of low. To be fair, I love wacky OLDC-style gimmicks, and if someone had entered the contest with one, I would be head over heels. Because that's... what am I doing? I just can't hit the block. Because I'd be so ballsy, in all honesty. Oh, thank you for the follow. Enjoy your temporary fish. Unfortunately, they're going to get cooked with lightning, because Layer 3 is busy. I wonder if that's something you can do, is like get lightning-cooked fish. I know electrically cooked hot dogs are a thing, thanks to the Ordinary Sausage Man. This was like a thing in like the 50s or 60s, the like hot dogger or something. You could buy an appliance where you would basically hook hot dogs across two galvanized steel posts and cook them using an electrical current. Because this was a novel thing to do. Stop sucking, tell me about it. Look, I'm thinking about hot dogs, man. Hot dogs are weird compared to normal sausages. If lightning hits the water, we should have killed fish. I don't think that's true. Also, I don't know if like lightning strikes water all that often. It really depends upon whether or not there's a good path for it to go through the fish. Like, the fish just may not be on the critical path. Oh, I did poorly. Hot dogs are great. You cook anything if you're a resistor. I mean, most things are a resistor. You can cook with resistance. It's just the fact that there's a specific device, and I think I encountered this on the internet more than once shortly after seeing it, was surprising to me. Also, Ordinary Sausage Man had a great one today. Deep frying an egg. He demonstrated why you shouldn't deep fry an egg, because it will explode and send oil all over your kitchen and make your wife mad at you. I love the Ordinary Sausage Man. Huh? I said what I said. What's up, Drew? Good morning. Deep frying eggs seems horrible. I mean, yeah. Percent of heat discipline is through electrical resistance. I mean, yes, it is. That is also true. But yeah, the egg just exploded and took out a good chunk of the station. And to make it worse, he didn't even get the footage of this happening. Because he assumed that he could go, he was going to take down his camera setup and go see if the egg was any good. Because he's done like these deep frying bits where it's like, deep fried cabbage, 1 hour cabbage, 15-minute cabbage, 30-minute cabbage. Which are, you know, it's just silly. Most of the time we discover is deep frying something for an hour mostly just results in having fire. Love watching. Yeah, I get distracted. Oh, I'll give my hand a break for a second. Deep fried eggs or Scotch eggs are both fire. I mean, yeah, if you're like poaching an egg in oil, I think that's a bit different. Maybe not poaching an egg, like frying an egg that's out of its shell. That's the important part, is the sausage man left the egg in the shell while he was doing this. You already hate him? I mean, the thing is that frequently while what he does is stupid, some of the things he does were actually pretty good. I don't know. I will never, ever, ever be tired of the water sausage. The water sausage will probably be my favorite YouTube video forever. Just how mad he gets about people wanting him to try the water sausage. You made the water sausage, but you didn't cook the water sausage. Why didn't you score the water sausage? $37 on lobster meat. What? You guys never heard me rant about the water sausage? Yeah, basically the shtick of the Ordinary Sausage channel is he got a sausage grinder at some point, shortly before COVID, and would just stuff anything in there, like whole Chipotle burrito sausage. And at some point, he stopped doing, he wanted to do things that weren't completely stupid, so he did like a lobster sausage. But he made a water sausage during that video, which is just filling some intestine with water. And people were like, why didn't you try that? And then, of course, after the water sausage came the air sausage, and the fire sausage, and the earth sausage. He actually got diatomaceous earth, which is technically safe to eat, and tried that. It was gross, unsurprisingly. Here, let me focus on not sucking for half a second. Since we have reached PB territory. Ah! You know, you're not really required to keep ducking, but I kind of want to. Mistakes were made. Hello. I'm just gonna go through the door. You hate him more now. Switch from tasty to sudden yeah, it is. It really is. What's up, Random Ted, in case I forgot to say hi. Putting a egg in the microwave. Oh, let's pause that for a second. It does sound like a graphical distortion there. That's interesting. This is an old prank. Never heard about fryer, though. Sounds like a mess. I mean, the one thing I saw about microwaves that looked really cool was that someone had this idea that you would take a bunch of egg whites, put it in an old microwave, and then cook it. And what you'd end up with would be a three-dimensional sculpture demonstrating where sort of the microwaves were bouncing through the microwave. So you'd actually see sort of, be able to visualize the heat patterns in there, which is fascinating to me, at least. Hate him even more. I missed the part where it's gimmick. Yeah, you have to crouch or lightning hits you. That's it. Now we're caught up. You can't crouch while swimming. This makes sense in a way. I just love the water sausage. It's just too good. There's been a few other really good ones somewhat recently. I had to send one to my friend. He made a whole can of Miracle Whip sausage, which, surprising no one, was kind of gross. But it burst exactly as he said. That's a smell that can only be described as Baltimore! And then it burst right as he said it and waved his hands at it. It was just truly impressive. A bit like that bit in Taskmaster where Alex points at the aubergine and it falls off of Greg's nose. Okay. I press down. The thing about this kind of gimmick is really what it mostly makes you do is just stop and wait. And here, it's kind of fascinating because I need to stand on that plinth. But if I were to go... I should have gone... Yeah, that's... Okay, we'll try this one. Yeah, I have to just go fast. Gotta trust the plan. Third cycle. A deep fry an egg, soft boil egg, peel shell, bread it. bonus points for breaking crumbs. Chuck in the fire for about 30 seconds to rotate them. That does sound good. It does sound good. I do like a good Scotch egg. I've had a few in my time. Funny enough, none in Scotland. There we go. Out of the water. Okay, good. That didn't take that long. And, oh, right, we're in an auto molar. Oh. Your head breed it. Get your mind out of the gutter. My plan was just do the whole ducking thing, but here we are. Please do not breed in the fryer. God. Ah, no. That's enough mind in the guttering. The problem with this kind of level is I want to read chat, but I can't because I will die instantly if I do. Strimmer problems. Okay. Thought I was ahead. He was not, in fact, ahead. Oh, God! Pausing removes the music. It sucks. What is this? Got yourself some Debian install disks. Congratulations. This chatting channel? Oh god, I can't be one of those people. It just wouldn't work for me. I don't know. I'd get bored. Also, frequently, my percentage of people chatting is too low for this to ever work. Right, I forgot about that part. I know I'm not required to do this all ducking, but I want to. That's a shame. You'd really like to offer SMW search bot, but it collides with my hack command. That's funny. Now, I value my hack command. I wouldn't be able to use it. Plus, I have one of the worst cases of not invented here syndrome ever, in all honesty. Hey, Pokey! This level's 10 times better now that Pokey's here. And whenever Pokey's not on stream, people should be standing around asking, where's Pokey? You know what, this is actually probably going to end up helping me a bit, because it's more obvious when Pokey is ducking. Except when I'm small. This might not have been one of the better decisions. Oh well. God, how do... Okay, I just think I just need to go there. Play better, thank you. Pokey may help with that, you never know. Maybe not. Where's Demo? Demo's available. It's just someone chose Pokey. So... I do like Demo. I'm a fan of Demo. Never actually played any of her games, though, you know? Never played AMST any of them. I've seen Anon's proposed final level for one of those, which, dear God. Like, do you know what Anon loves? He loves the machine from Echo the Dolphin. was actually a pretty fun conversation I had at GDQ with a random person who came up behind me when DJ Envy was playing some Echo the Dolphin, because I'd goaded them into it. Or more accurately, handing me a flashcard and telling me, hey, pick a game to play, usually is going to result in something unpleasant. Or at least something I think is funny and interesting. Alright, well, PB so far. Alright. Needed to just go there. Wasn't ready for that. That is a lot of ads. I'm probably going to end up canceling some of those, depending on how long this part takes to beat, though. We'll see. Yeah, that's much more consistent. And that is far less. I was ducking. What's up, Maori? How you doing? I need a handbrake. I need to stop holding down all the time instead and actually just play the level. That'd probably be the smart move. I didn't think that one would get me. Took a break for ham. Ham break. A bit like Ham Parade. Probably a bit disappointing. Or a steep price for ham. Or, what was it? Inappropriate time for ham was that one. It was a steep price for pie. And an inappropriate time for ham. You may have heard of this webcomic called Homestuck, but before Andrew Housey, whatever his name is, did that, he did a number of things on a website called Team Special Olympics, and an inappropriate time for ham was one of them. Another one was like Zoom Animals, which was just kind of awful. But I did like an inappropriate time for pie. There's always one thing about parades. I forget. Aurora? Apparently, steamed hamburgers are a thing? Also, hi, Daizo, how you doing? Who was I talking to about this? I think it was during the mystery hunt. No, it was at GDQ, because, like, I was like, oh yeah, I learned that steamed hams are a thing! Like, you go to White Castle, then they steam the hamburgers. And someone's like, yeah, but, you know, steamed cheeseburgers are, like, a thing, right? I'm like, they are? Like, yeah, you just, like, use some steam to melt the cheese. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I mean, I prefer my hamburgers grilled. Did I get to your entry yet? I may have, Daizo, I may have. You being one of the, like, 3 people who put your name on it. And if you hadn't put your name on it, I would have known it was you. Which is why you put your name on it, because anyone who was judging, who was remotely familiar with your work and or style, knew it was you from the moment we hit the title screen. Okay. Don't get by the mall. Go first cycle here. Duck here. That's good to know. Okay. American hasn't had McDonald's. McDonald's doesn't steam them. They put them on a griddle. At least that they did last time I checked. Burger King has like this Whopper conveyor belt thing they use, which I think is at least kind of interesting. Kind of like the pizza conveyor belt. I just like conveyor belts, in all honesty. Sure tastes like steam. I think it's a different thing. It's like a gas station hamburger thing, which, just again, I don't generally eat at gas stations. I'll tell you first, SGDQ, I forget who it was. It might have been Composer was talking about going and getting like some gas station pizza, and I turned my stomach enough. I'm like, I'm gonna go get a salad now. Like, there are lines in life. There are some gas stations that are not bad, don't get me wrong. But I'm not getting gas station food in Minneapolis. Conveyor belts are good at conveying things? Well, yes! Yeah, I mean, look, I've played a lot of Infinifactory in my time. Actually quite liked it when it came out. Basically slacked off and did nothing but play it for a bit. Mostly because I didn't have any work to do because my startup was imploding at that time. Loves getting this particular pizza gas station. Kind of a breakfast pizza? Breakfast pizza. Interesting. I wonder how many sections this has. Well, that helped things. That was a good entry. It's hurt my hand a bit. I will say that unlike the water section, I do feel like this particular, the auto scroll plus this makes this gimmick make sense. It is difficult, but I'm not, like, annoyed at the difficulty. It's very tight in spots, because you have to be moving, though. Chill up here, bounce off the pokey, through here, duck. Okay, be ducking. Don't need to be ducking. I was already in the air. Dang it, I wanted to stop! I don't even know what was funny. There we go. If I spoke prose, you'd all find out I don't know what I talk about. Ad hoc, ad loc, and quid pro quo. So little time, so much to know. Said bounce out of context once. I first thought it was hilarious, huh? Like, I legitimately have no idea what I said. Oh, was it Monty? Whoops. Look, this level takes all of my cognitive ability. I can't do other pattern recognition while doing that. Or talk about puzzles. And maybe we'll find out if we can talk about puzzles. You're not laughing at me, you're laughing with me. Thank you, greatly appreciate it. I just want to know what I said. I don't really care. Alright, there we go. I need to run, to go then. Or... Part of the problem is I'm holding down. Occasionally I'm doing left-right. I'm like hitting both left and right because this D-pad is pretty mushy. And so I'll end up doing dumb things like just walking off when I did not intend to do that at all. Stream isn't all about me. I mean, technically a lot of it is. But I might just be an egotist here. Be nice if we could be an elegant egotist at least, but you know. Okay. There we go. Duck. Okay. What? No! 2 heads taller than Mario and still managed to be as tall as him as Crouch. I mean, Rosalina can control a lot of things. She probably can control her size to be more reasonable and fit in with Mario and Peach and stuff. I don't know. She has a space observatory. She can do anything. Like, also, isn't she normal size, like, roughly about as tall as Peach when they play, like, motorbikes and stuff? And tennis? Like, she's normal size then. I mean, that was pretty much what I was saying, yeah, because, like, I'm pretty sure you could select her as a character in the Mario Kart. She's not that much bigger than Mario. At least I thought she wasn't. Or at least in similar size to Peach and or Daisy. Because, like, Mario Kart doesn't have any, like, real people. So having people who are at real size would be weird. Okay. It's fine to hit there. Whoops. Yeah, heavyweight based on her height? Oh. Huh. Today I learned. Apparently I don't know my Mario Kart lore. Surprising no one, really. I'm basically of the opinion that Mario Kart was at its best in the 64 era and has not gotten drastically better. But to be fair, drastically worse. You know, if I'd picked one or the other and stayed there, that might have worked a bit better. Oh, God! Wait, oh no, oh no. That threw me off. Just a little bit. I meant to be ducking. I'm dead. What happened to human characters in Mario Sports series? I didn't know. Peach and Daisy are middleweights. I probably doubt that they like hearing that. One of those princessy things you gotta watch a figure for those important diplomatic meetings. Envoys and things of the like. Amusing fact. Shirley Temple was once an ambassador to Poland. Actually knew a guy who had known her in that capacity. He had a really good recipe for cabbage rolls. I haven't seen him in a number of years because he's been dead. Why did that happen? Why did I jump back? Yeah, he had, like, terrible diabetes and take good care of himself. Change the link when Switch Palace hack is available in the section. Might actually work. Oh yeah, speaking to anybody, not just Daizo, if you have an ad where the link, like the ad is no longer relevant or the link is expired, just email me. Just message me about it on Discord and I'll fix it, I guess. That's generally been the thing, so I never actually built a front end. The thing is, I built it, it's a CRUD app, right? You know, create, read, update, delete. I just didn't implement the edit part, or the delete part. Because I'm lazy. And honestly, it didn't matter when I wrote it. Well, this is fine. duck. Okay, so I want to stand right here. Get pushed. No, there's no space to stand there. Exist as long as you're at the keyboard, otherwise you're someone else entirely. Huh. Yeah, I gotta find out what happens with the red switch. I'm waiting. The world must know. Okay. That's fine, I'm still big. Oh, I forgot what I was doing for half a second. Do not press the yellow switch. You are just a green switch. You are just a blue switch. Yeah, and let's go find the green switch. I highly suspect Daizo doesn't know what red's going to be yet, just that there will be a red, and it will happen. I think it's going to be a shoot-'em-up. I'm not sure how that's going to work, but I think it's going to be a shoot-'em-up. That's just my guess. But I'm prepared to be disappointed. As happens a fair bit in life. Okay. I'm not dead, surprisingly. Oh, I thought the mole wouldn't jump. Fine. You have a plan? I'm glad to hear it. Port something minor for the blue switch, or red switch. Interesting. Okay. Oh, that part is so bizarrely tight. Okay, duck here. Duck here. No! Ah! Sure you'll enjoy your beautiful singing again. No, I'm pretty sure after you hit all of the after you do the things for all 4 switches, you get the laser suit or something, right? Or you get a Hersuiter, one or the other. Wait. Would imply Mario hit the blue switch. Oh, it's true. Someone else could have hit it, though. From what I remember. In a different timeline. getting too far behind from where I need to be. That works. Okay. I don't really care about taking it. Ah! I do care about taking it there, though. My stomach's a little unhappy with me. Oh, right. There's a rather precise area. I was holding down. It's a D-pad. It does that. Okay. So I'm feeling that my odds of finishing tonight are diminishing a little bit. Depending upon how long this... Like... You basically need to know what's going to happen there before it happens for that one section. There's no place to stand. Okay, don't get hit by the stupid mole. Don't get crushed! I don't care. Don't care! The only time I've gotten there big, apparently. Oh, that was a level. Thunder Storm. I've been thunderstruck. Funny enough, the only time I've come across like some weird YouTube statuses in my time, and one of them was cannot publish due to copyright issue. Because the port of Thunderstruck to SMW that was used in, what was it, like, what was that weird croc game? Was way too similar to apparently their live performance somewhere of AC/DC's performing Thunderstruck. It was the most bizarre thing I've ever seen. Keckrock, thank you. Nice the lightning, just normal damage in respects to iframes. Yeah, it is nice. That was a nice touch. Oh, the thunder is gonna drive me nuts. Ugh. Gate that hack on YouTube. Probably by lowering the volume or obscuring the sound of it. Like, I wanted to do that, but when I recorded Keckrock, I didn't actually have separate tracks, so it didn't work. Anyway. Yeah, that level was hard. My hand's kind of hurt. It might be a take a break after this. It was also editing. Yeah, editing helps. The more you remove, like, dead air, the less they detect is the honest truth. But that's YouTube. Oof hands. Yeah. I pushed down too hard. That's really what's happening there. Usually I decapitalize things, but in this case it's pretty obvious that it wants to be capitalized.